All right, so you know the Fun World mask, the one that's selling for a crazy ton of money right now, the Scream Ghost Face mask? Yeah, this is not that. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Bolo Alert, the Halloween edition. Actually, hey, take a look at the sweatshirt here. I've got my Mothman sweatshirt on. Hope you guys can see that. Yeah, I'm in the spirit. I mean, I'm always in the spirit when it comes to Halloween, but I have a few bolos here that I want to go over with you folks, some of which you may have been aware of before, I'm almost certain that you have not. You'll be pleasantly surprised, but Halloween, it is go time for eBay resellers for sure, so it's time to get the Halloween stuff listed. Make sure you are out there sourcing it. Some of this stuff is just really scarce, like the blow molds in general, and I'll get into that in just a second, but now is the time to get those things listed because the stuff is flying off the shelves. So we're in season as far as resellers go. It's go time. Let's get moving. Let's get started with just Halloween blow molds. So if you just search Halloween blow molds, you can see I have these sorted by the solds already. You're going to get around 3,400 active listings, but as you can see, 2,600 have sold in the last 90 days. So Halloween blow molds, they're just really hard to find. The reason they're hard to find is there aren't that many, if there are at all, blow mold companies left making these. So General Foam Plastics was one of the last standing. I think they bought the rights to the Empire business, blow mold business. There's some other companies that they sort of inherited before they went out of business, and I think it's been within the last 10 years that they've actually gone out. So it's just hard to find. No one's making them anymore. I mean, you can go to Walmart and get the cheap ones, but who even knows if they'll continue to do that? I've been in and out of Walmarts recently. They don't have Halloween stuff out, at least in the ones that I have been frequenting yet. But were they even doing blow molds? I mean, is the quality going to be the same? I mean, it's kind of apples and oranges here. At any rate, those are very, very scarce. Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, they're still turning up. I'm going to show you some that have recently sold for an absolute ton of money. And one of the ones that you want to look for is the witch. If you find a Halloween witch blow mold, you're doing really, really well. So here's one from the 1960s, so the seller says, that sold for $255. Now, I encourage you to name your price. Don't go auction style, do buy it now style in most cases, because you're going to get more money than you would in auction format more often than not. Now, if you're like me, you're like crazy about Halloween and all those things, maybe you get into a bidding war and you get nuts. I don't know. It happens. So I would rather do buy it now. I suggest you do it too. Whatever, your choice at the end of the day. This one was a beautiful one here too. Don't be afraid of the condition as long as it's not like a total disaster. You're going to see some color fading because of the sun. That's no problem. It is what it is. But yeah, here's one that sold for $255. She is just absolutely gorgeous. And this was in Mason, Ohio, which is only like an hour and a half away from me. So that's a really good find. Here is another one. Look at this beauty. She sold for $259. Sun Hill Witch Tombstone Blow Mold. There's a picture of the stamp, and as you can see, she is double-sided. Super, super cute. A lot of people will color the other side on these. But yeah, the witches, keep your eye out for the witches for sure. Here's another one. Just holding a jack-o'-lantern. She's darling. Got 39 bids on it for $435. I mean, what a sweet deal for both the buyer and the seller, because the buyer gets an item that is super, super exclusive, gorgeous. And then this one, the exterior condition looks really, really nice. So of all of the blow molds, I feel like the witches do the best. I'm actually going to show you in the next screen here the one that I have seen recently sell for the most amount of money, and it's not even a full-size blow mold. So let me show you here. So Glenn Strange is most famous for his role playing Frankenstein in the Frankenstein movies, mid-1940s, I think. I feel like it was 44, 45. This bucket, when it was new, had the face colored green. So you can see this one here is faded a little bit, but both the buyer and the seller obviously knew what they had when they were selling it, when they were buying it here. So here's some more pictures of the entire piece. You can see right there, you can just see the color, the green. In fact, I think the seller even mentions it right here. Came from a local estate. There was a piece that was repaired with a nail. Yeah, right there. So there was some loss to the greenish paint. Again, they may paint it, but look at that price tag. $1,025 for a blow mold bucket. Yes. Check Marketplace, check Craigslist. Keep your eye out in the thrift stores. Blow molds, especially if they're Halloween related, super, super, super ton of money. Now, the next Bolo, you guys may have seen in like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or wherever it is they sell these, but they are really, really exclusive. And again, hard to find, in demand, in a niche that people are crazy about. So it is Lemax Spooky Town. Here's what the packaging looks like. You'll see them. It's got little spider webs on it too. Brand new, used, pieces chipped off. It doesn't matter. Make sure you're looking for them. Make sure you're sourcing them. Huge, huge money if you do. In fact, I'm going to show you 3 more in a second here that have sold for an absolute ton of money, but highly collectible. I mean, if I was a collector, this would be like wheelhouse for me. This is the type of stuff that I absolutely love, as evidenced by my sweatshirt and a million other Halloween-related pieces of clothing that I have that maybe you'll see in other videos. But if you take a look at here, some of the really exclusive ones. So this one is from 2011. The Octo Swing, ultra rare is right. It is very hard to find. You are going to get in between $300 and $500 every single time you source this. If you're lucky enough to find it, I believe it lights up. Here's a picture of the, yeah, so sights and sounds. Yeah, see the octopus lights up right there, and he spins. They look like little minions there in the thing that's spinning it around there. But the Octo Swing, huge, huge, huge Bolo right here. Check. I'm really hoping one of you uncovers one of these and like makes a ton of money, because that would be awesome. I hope it's me too, and if it is, I'll be sure to show you in another video. But get out there and find these for sure. So this one is 2011 Octo Swing. The next one is Chuckles Funhouse. You have hit a holy grail if you find a Lemax Spooky Town Chuckles Funhouse. I don't remember what year this one came out in, and if you even look like, you know, this was marked used. And they didn't even take it out of the box. They didn't even bother to take it out of the box, and it's still sold for $1,100. In fact, this is recent, this sale. When did this sale happen? I don't remember exactly when it happened, but it wasn't that long ago. From $900 to $1,200 every single time you find Chuckles Funhouse. Isn't that crazy? Like, yeah, just whatever, an amazing sale. What can I tell you? Another one here, very, very rare. This one is the Black Mountain Coal Mine. Like, you look at these pictures too. So this was done auction style at $754. The pictures are terrible. They're really hard to see just what this looked like. It didn't even show pictures of the package, which is, again, when somebody knows what they're buying, they know what they're buying. You don't necessarily need to reassure them. But in this instance, I think I would have probably done a little bit better. They all came out kind of blurry, and it's still sold for $754. My guess is, if the pictures were done correctly, they looked better, and you had some of the packaging in there, you could get $1,000 for this one too. So there's 3 right there that are just huge, huge money for sure. Number 14328, this one says Lemax Spooky Town Black Mountain Coal Mine. Really, really, really exciting stuff if you find them. And it says right there, yeah, almost impossible to find, super, super rare for sure. And they're saying it's in mint condition, so no problems. Now, the next person you may not have heard about. Once you start to recognize their art, you'll pick them up in stores. I've sold a few. I've sold a few of this gentleman's artwork on a number of occasions. So I don't remember how I stumbled upon it, but his name is Joe Spencer, and he's a folk artist. He creates like dolls that look like they're fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving related. It's just that's the folk art that he produces, and they're done really well, and there's a large enough following for them. So I have this sorted by the solds for just Joe Spencer. There are 214 results. I think if you look at the active listings, it's around 250, somewhere like that. So almost a guarantee that you're going to sell it when you find it. And then I'm going to show you a couple that are just really, really hard to find, related to Halloween, if you ask me, and huge dollar amount. So here's the first one. Look at this witch. Look how gorgeous she is. So a retired Halloween sitting witch with a jack-o'-lantern. You can see the picture of the jack-o'-lantern right there. That's sort of in the style of Joe Spencer. So again, you start to recognize those things. That's what his art looks like. And I mean, she is just, she's incredible looking. And yeah, this one went for what, 300 bucks? I mean, pretty spectacular. She's great looking. Halloween related, you know, timing was right, money was right. Both people are probably very, very happy. The next one here, if you can find these pair right here, looks like Dracula and Callista. They were brand new with their tags. Let me show you a tag here. Look at that, it says Dracula right on the tag. Gallery 2. I think it's Gallery Traditions, Tradition Gallery, I forget exactly what, Gathered Traditions. There it is, right in front of me. Good job, Brennan. Anywhere that's the UPC code. One picture. Again, end user, they know what they're getting. Click it, buy it, it's on the way. 350 bucks if you can get this pair here. I didn't see any of the two of them split up. I didn't see any individual sales like just Dracula or just Callista, but 350, 450 bucks. Hey, if you get one or the other, price them at 150 to 200 and see how it goes. You might be pleasantly surprised. And then here's one, not necessarily Halloween related, but Joe Spencer, Gathered Traditions. It's a rat. Look at this guy. 250 bucks, 8 bids. I mean, it's just so peculiar looking, right? But it's that, like, tis the season right now for these kinds of items. So there's a better picture of the Gathered Traditions tag so that you have something else to use as a reference when you are in stores. This little gentleman's name is Roland, and that's how he looks. Kind of creepy, kind of peculiar, totally awesome. I would have him up all day long if I owned him. So he's pretty sweet. So there's 3 right now. You may or may not have heard. This next Bolo, sort of exclusive. I think I stumbled upon them last year. Extremely hard to get. They're not mass produced, and there is a large, very large cult following for them. The brand is Love, Pain, and Stitches. I'm going to go back up to the top here. So if you look, 209 results for solds for these leather bags. They're hand sewn. They are absolutely amazing. And if you find one in the wild, it's probably one of those ones you're going to keep if you're crazy like I am about Halloween. I would have a lot of trouble selling this if I found one in the wild. There are only around 60 or so active listings right now for Love, Pain, and Stitches, but 210 solds. I'm going to take you through 3 of the most expensive ones. Here's the first one. The style on this one is called Bad Company. Handcrafted leather, just spectacular looking. If you go to their website right now, they have pre-orders for some bags that they're not the jack-o'-lantern style. There's like, I believe a Swamp Man one. There's a, I thought there might have been a Dracula one. So you might be able to pre-order those styles, but these bags, they've been out of stock, and there's, as far as I can see, no time frame as to when they're going to, ramp up production again. So this guy sold for $589. I mean, he's magnificent. I'm going to tell you what, I think the market for these bags might be maybe more female related, but I would rock this bag all day long if I had one, because it is just, it's awesome. It's a perfect representation of like stuff I love. So I'm going to take you to the next one here. This one is the Creep bag. So that's it. Creep text font. Sold for 500 bucks, had 49 bids. I mean, are you crazy? And the bags aren't that big, right? They're just like little hip bags with long straps. So, but again, when you see high quality, you feel high quality, you know high quality, coupled with the fact that they're super exclusive, yeah, you're gonna pay 500 bucks for a bag that's like impossible to get. So, one picture, buyer new, right? Probably tried to get it like when it was launched and sold out long ago, and they had to wait until it hit the secondary market. and then boom. I think these only retail for like 90 bucks or something like that. You have to go to the website and check. I don't recall. It's been a while since I've been on the site, but like maybe 90 bucks or so to turn into 500 is crazy. What that should tell the manufacturer, right, or the creator, is that they're kind of underpricing their stuff. But we don't want to have that discussion with them. We want those prices to stay low so that we can flip them for prices that are high, right? It's kind of the name of the game. And then the last one here is the rectangle large jack-o'-lantern bag. Says pumpkin bat purse. They may have just been throwing that. Oh no, I'm sorry. There's a good reason that that's on there, because there's the back of this bag. I mean, take a look at that. Look at how spectacular it is. I'm gonna make it a little bit larger. Wait for my screen to catch up. A little bit of glitter, gloss over the top. I mean, killer bag. The tag on the inside, look how awesome that is. Yep, made in California, made in the USA. Another thing to be, excited about if you are into all of that that jazz, that made in America stuff. But yeah, there you go. The Halloween edition of Bolo Alert. I'm hoping that there's some stuff in there that you haven't seen before, and you're getting excited about the holiday, and excited about making some money. Maybe you can find these things in the thrift stores and wherever it is you're looking for stuff. So hey, if you're not subscribed yet, let's go. Subscribe for me. Hit the bell notification icon. Give it a like. If you liked what you saw, let me know in the comments what your plans are for Halloween, for sourcing for Halloween. If you have questions, I've got a million other ones, but I wanted to feature 4 that were really exclusive, and ones that you're likely to find, with maybe the exception of the last one. But you're going to find those things in the stores and out in the marketplaces of the world. So that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.